Hi everyone, this is Pam, and I'm pleased to share with you today a little bit of my story about how I went from covert stuttering to dropping that C and becoming an overt, or I like to say actually open, stutterer. I was covert for more than 35 years. And what that meant, to me anyway, is that I did everything possible. I took every extreme length to hide my stutter. So much so that people in my world had no idea that I stuttered, including the man that I was with for 20 years. He did not know I stuttered. I tried to convince myself for such a long time that I was okay with that I would rather have people see me as shy and withdrawn than actually, a person who stutters. Because when I was that shy, quiet, withdrawn person, the few times that I would attempt to speak, I was fluent. And I tried to tell myself that's who I want it to be, but it wasn't. I very quickly realized that I felt like an imposter in my own persona. I felt inauthentic. I felt like a fake, and I just didn't want to do that anymore. So after a pivot moment in my life, I Googled stuttering for the first time ever, and I found that there was a chapter of the National Stuttering Association right in my backyard, as well as a college program that was teaching SLP grad students to work with people who stutter. So I figured I would check that out. I wanted to try it, not really having a goal in mind. So when I got to therapy, they were working, all the students, and particularly the one that worked with me, they were working on fluency shaping, and I really wasn't sure what that was or what that meant for me until we got into therapy, and the clinician was teaching me things like easy onset, gentle contact, prolongation. And she wanted me to use tools and techniques where I would shape out my stuttering and smooth it out so that it wouldn't sound like I was stuttering. And I hated it. I hated it. I resisted it. I could not figure out why I was so resistant to it until I had an aha moment where I realized this type of therapy was simply asking me to hide my stuttering again. It felt like covert stuttering again, learning tips and tools to not stutter. And that's not what I wanted. I wasn't broken. I'm not broken. I didn't need to be fixed. I don't want to be fixed. What I wanted to do was just stutter and be my natural self as a person who stutters and have that be accepted. So one of the most important things that I did in my therapy relationship was leave. I didn't need that type of therapy. I just wanted to stutter and have somebody else say that it was okay to stutter. And I began to learn to say that to myself. It is okay to stutter.